Hey guys, Philosopher here, and today I'm going to show you how Lady Deathstrike performs in Doom 2.3. So, the highest level of Doom raid you can do, difficulty 3. I'm going to show you how she compares to the other top tech characters. Now, I have been telling you guys for a while that tech basically has what I'll call the big three, and then what I call the sacrificial lambs. So, Kestrel is the most important character in tech by a good margin. Doom is the clear number 2 most important character. Very difficult to succeed in the tech nodes without both of those two characters. And even with those two characters all built up, and I have, by the way, a 7 red star Kestrel. But even with those characters all built up, in difficulty 3, this is a slog. You often have to heal your characters, res your characters, start over. It's just a pain in the butt. It's not easy at all in difficulty 3. And Doc Ock is really the only other character that feels competent to me. In other words, he's not just filling space on the board. He's not just a placeholder or, as I call him, a sacrificial lamb. He's actually doing some work. The rest of these characters generally have all been sacrificial lambs. Nebula, Misty Knight, Ghost, Shuri, Minerva, Ultron. They're all just sort of like you throw them in there, and sometimes they just get like rolled in like one hit, 2 hits, they just die right away. Sometimes they do some stuff. It's like hit or miss. Like you can certainly find a good run, like where you get lucky and Minerva does her ultimate through the heal block and then revives somebody and is very clutch. There are times when, Misty Knight luckily lands her debuffs, but she often doesn't. I actually, frankly, my favorite 4th character has always been Shuri, because I feel that Shuri's defense up keeps the good characters alive. And that's the most important thing. Is if you can keep these guys alive, they're gonna win the game for you. And then Shuri's got these like deflects that come out, like kind of out of turn. You know how there's out of turn damage from Death Pool or Black Bolt or whatever. She has out of turn deflects. Like when an ally drops below 50% max health, boom, she just tosses these deflects out there. So I like her for that. She keeps the 3 good ones alive. So today what we're gonna do is take in Lady Deathstrike as one of our 4th, 5th characters. See, is she better than a sacrificial lamb? And I've already tested her a little bit. I'm not going to tell you what my impressions are so far, but we're going to just go through and see how she does, and you can decide for yourself. Now, she's not quite as built up as some of my other characters, but she's on par with the other sacrificial lamb type characters. In other words, she's 5 red stars already. I've already got her up to 5 stars. She's not, 7 yellows like a lot of these other characters are. But a lot of my other ones are geared tier 14, like Shuri or Ultron or whatever. And she's not. She's actually legitimately, G15 character already. You'll notice I have all the T4s on her. Particularly, I think the passive is very, very important for raids. But all of them are really very, very nice because she's a character that has bleeds. And when you put a T4 in an ability that applies bleeds, it increases the damage multiplier on the bleed and makes them much more deadly. So she's got, really, I think all of these abilities, are very, likely T4s, maybe not the basic. But I did that as well, and I've made her a striker because she's very high damage, one of the best damaging characters in the game. But I will just tell you right now, that's not a final recommendation. That's just what I am testing out for now. I do like it, even with the rest of the team for now, but Omega Red's not there. Haven't seen how the full team plays together. So let's just try them out here in the tech nodes. And here is a team that I want to test. So I've told you I like Shuri. You can see how she's got a lot lower health than the others. She is actually, when you click here, she's 256k, and to give you a sense, Dr. Doom is 812k. So she's just very squishy, but she goes first and keeps everyone alive with the defense up. Let's see how she does. Let's see how this team does. And we'll see. So you guys can decide, is Lady Deathstrike more than just another sacrificial lamb? Is she a real contributor? And let's see. So, all right. So this is, like I said, defense up that reduces incoming damage by 50%. Then what we do here, and I love this, boom, not only does she throw out a bunch of bleeds, but the turn rewind. I think that's really nice. All right, Kestrel gets the ability block. That's the best case scenario because she just eats the ability block, heals with it. So that's nice. There we go. We throw out those defense downs. Now, this is my favorite part of the kit here. With her, see how she gets evades and death proofs? That just makes her so incredibly survivable. Now, look at what happened there. The flip from Doc Ock. You may wonder, how is he doing that turn one? That's because Shuri gives him energy. And then I do the Doom ult here, or special, excuse me. Let's just get rid of him. Let's just kill some people. I'm pretty big on just doing that. I know other people try to keep the bots up. I don't think that's as good of a strategy in my experience. Better to just kill them dead. All right, we'll do this. Okay. All right, so far she dodges. This is good. All right, let's kill some people. We like killing enemies there. Okay. All right. Yay, Doom. I love Doom. So we're doing this here. All right, so there we go. Very underrated character. Now, I will just tell you, in my experience, if you don't really focus down, the Silver Surfer character, he literally can solo your entire team. Even if he is the only character available, you could see that's why I am putting a lot of additional tax onto him. All right, so Shuri is, there you go. Oh, wow, brutal. Oh my Lord. Wow. I just got completely wiped. I'm keeping it, but I just got totally wiped. All right, let's quit. Brutal. Brutal. She's good. I'll just tell you right now. I know this is a disappointing result, but she's better. My conclusion has been, and you'll see for yourself as we keep going, she's better than a sacrificial lamb. The tech section just sucks, especially in difficulty 3. I was in difficulty 2.0 and 2.1. I really was able to kind of roll through it. But these characters, I mean, I have had times where I killed everything but this Silver Surfer, and the Silver Surfer literally soloed my entire team that was at full health. So it is a very, very tough, this is a tough node. This is, just really difficult. All right, I'm going to spread these here, but it may be a mistake because, frankly, that Silver Surfer just can solo your entire team. Trying so hard to get him down because he's the problem. There we go. I'll take it. All right. Now we're on to Tech Node 2. This one is just very difficult. Particularly in difficulty 3, this is a huge challenge. It's just brutal. The section's brutal. But let's try. This is my favorite team. I may really just need to get Shuri up to gear tier 15, but I'll tell you when she dies, I just throw in one of the other sacrificial lambs. All right. All right, so he doesn't get to... Okay, so then here we go. And we rewind. I like that. And then I usually focus on Doctor Strange because I really don't want him to flip everything. And then, yep. Even if Doc Ock has his ult or something like that available, I go for him with that basic anyways because I want to erase him before he does anything. All right. Fortunately, you see how clutch that evade and death proof is from Lady Deathstrike? That's like maybe her best raid ability. Ooh. She's still almost dead. Come on, Shuri. Throw out those deflects. See, that's why I love Shuri. I mean, she's not ideal. Okay, I'm not saying she's like the best character, but she actually keeps the real characters alive very well. And there you go. Doom for the win there. I mean, or at least for the survival, right? Okay. Doom cannot flip. The Captain Sam is so high resistance that you just can't do anything there. Okay, we're going to try to get rid of Captain Sam. This is why, a lot of you wonder why I say 7 red stars on Kestrel is such a good investment. That's why. Oh. All right, we're gonna spread the defense down here. Oh. Well, bye, Shuri. It's fun while it lasted, right? I mean, that's the thing. That's why I call them sacrificial lambs. Sacrificial lambs. All right. Doc Ock surviving. Like I said, he's a real player here. These other ones are kind of like the sacrificial lambs. But Doc Ock is legit. He's actually legitimately doing stuff. All right. The one we want to kill now is Rescue. The problem is she has the defense up, and it's really hard for me to get the defense down on her, even with the 7 red star Kestrel. So she creates a huge problem for me. At least she didn't ability block Doom, although, okay. We may want to stop right here. Ooh, it's tempting for me. Let's just try to kill some stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's quit out of this battle. Should have quit before that one. All right. So now this is the set where the sacrificial lamb thing comes in. So then it's like, okay, we've got our regular team. And then we're not going to spend 60 there. We're going to put on a skirmisher finally. We could throw in Nebula. We could throw in Misty Knight, which are both skirmishers. You can throw in Ultron. You can throw in Ghost. I love Ghost as cleanup on the first node because she rewinds the Silver Surfer. But we'll throw in Nebula here. You'll notice I have a lot of strikers here. And some folks are asking, well, why striker for example, for Kestrel? Most of her value to me is out of turn damage that she does. And so I really love having her do extra damage. Okay. There we go. So for me, I want every ounce of damage I can get out of that because frankly, most of the damage in the tech nodes is from her. Okay. It's really just, it's her pings are basically doing the damage. You can see that already. Okay. They're trying to kill Lady Deathstrike. Didn't work. Let's just try to swallow her up. I'm not really concerned about Thanos. He's not really a threat. Okay. There we go. All right. So, I mean, here would be my take on this. We've already done this. This video's already gone almost 15 minutes. And I think what you can see here is that Lady Deathstrike is more than a sacrificial lamb. Is she an important character in tech? No. She's good. She's good. Is she amazing? Is she going to transfer in the tech section for you? No, but here's how I feel about it. As I told you at the beginning of this video, you really have the big three here, but really they're in an clear order. Kestrel is what it's all about. She's why I said just might as well get her up to 7 red stars. She's the one doing all the work for the most part. Her pings really are the ones getting it done. Doom, as you can tell, really saves your butt quite a bit. Those ults come at very good times. Plus, he's got those bots out there that can, create pings by hitting the defense down. He's obviously creates damage with his special as well. Clearly a character doing a lot of work. Then you go down, Doc Ock, as like I said, he's number 3 on this list because he's definitely holding his own and doing stuff. He's not a sacrificial lamb. You could see that in the performance today in difficulty 3. You just saw 2 nodes. But he's clearly not carrying the load like Kestrel and Dr. Doom are, right? They're the ones winning it. He's just not losing. But these other ones are all just, you can see with Shuri, they're just like mix and match. Like sometimes they do some stuff. Like Shuri's my favorite. She does do some heals. She'll throw out some deflects. Then she dies. And that's okay. And then you just throw in Minerva and she'll do her heal block, her ultimate, and she'll maybe revive someone. Then she dies. And then you throw in Ghost. And so that's kind of where it was. You throw in Ultron. You throw in, I sometimes at the end I'll throw in Hydra Grenadier. They're there just to die. They're sacrificial lambs. I think she's more than that. And I think I put her kind of in the tier with Doc Ock. Lady Deathstrike, as you could tell, is not winning this for us at all. Like, she was not the one, like, getting it done. She's putting out some good bleeds. She's lowering enemy resistance sometimes through that because her passive does that, so you don't even see that, but it does. And what I think really makes this character valuable for raids is 2 things. One is she doesn't die so much because on turn she heals, and when she drops below 60% health, she gains the 2 death proof and 2 evade. Plus, if you look at her damage stat, it's one of the highest damage stats in the game. Okay? She's, I think, in the top 10 in damage in the game, something like that. Like 9th, 10th, something in that range. Very, very high damage. What would I compare her to? What I would compare her to is, for example, when Colleen Wing came out or when Gamora was first reworked in the Doom raid in 1.1, a lot of folks started using them in skill because at the time we were having timing out issues on the boss node, right? Or you needed some extra damage and skill. So you throw in your Colleen Wing or you throw in your Gamora or whatever just to get some additional damage. That's kind of how I view Lady Deathstrike. She's a good damager. She helps kill the enemies. You're not relying entirely on Kestrel or Doom for damage. She's good. So you now have 4 solid characters. And as you saw, basically what I was doing was just replacing 1 sacrificial lamb instead of 2, which is great. Now, as you've noticed, this means right now I'm running a bunch of strikers. I don't know if Lady Deathstrike's going to stay a striker. I think so. And that may mean you want a skirmisher in the last spot. You could even change Doom to be a skirmisher. You could certainly make Doc Ock a skirmisher, although I think he's one of the best healers in the game. So there's options that you have from an ISO perspective. Honestly, that doesn't worry me so much as much as just getting through these nodes. And what I see is Lady Deathstrike is a worthwhile investment for that. And it counts doubly so if you actually care about war like I do. I'm super into war, so for somebody like me, I'm getting a top war character and at the same time a character I can use in the Doom raid. All right, guys, if you like this video, smash that like button. Subscribe to this channel. If you got questions, comments, criticisms, whatever, you can throw them below in the comments. Or just go to my Discord. That's linked below as well. You can also check out my Twitch stream. That is linked below too.